Of course, we're thinking about tomorrow, but we're also thinking about today. And I think that's really important to keep in mind. As a government, we have to demand impatience of ourselves. We must be impatient to see opportunity expanded today, not sometime down the road in some distant, better point in the future, but right now, right here, right away. Exactly. Exactly. And I tell my team, be impatient. I say to them, ask more of yourselves. Ask for results, because that's what people in Ontario need, and that's what they deserve. Impatience in government is a virtue. It's a good thing. It reminds us of the difference between making promises and making progress. It reminds us of doing everything we can, everything possible to help today, instead of just hoping, hope against hope, that somehow it'll work out tomorrow. So that's why I'm so impatient when it comes to the subject of jobs, of creating, attracting, delivering well-paying jobs for the people of Ontario, of building that kind of job creation that grows the economy and keeps it growing. And that's why we're making record-breaking investments in apprenticeships and skills upgrading, more than any government in Ontario's history, because I'm impatient. That's right. I'm impatient to get people into the workforce, and I'm impatient to get people drawing a good paycheck today, right away. For the same reason, we're dedicating $35 billion to build schools and hospitals, roads, subways, highways, and bridges. That's infrastructure. It's an investment that will create 100,000 new jobs, and it'll keep people moving, and my commitment to building transit is unshakable. Exactly. Unshakable. Oh. Exactly. I'm also impatient when it comes to defending the right of Ontarians to retire in dignity and with security. That's right. Now, this statement may be true on a number of fronts, but on this one in particular, I'm impatient with Stephen Harper. Exactly. And I'll just finish that sentence. I'm impatient with him and his willful and ideological indifference to the retirement income crisis. It's hitting our province, and it's hitting the entire country. It's somewhere between offensive and inexplicable to ask that people who have worked hard all their lives to be rewarded with a retirement that takes them out of the middle class. That might be Stephen Harper's way, but it's not our way. It's not the Liberal way. It is not. That's right. Right. Exactly right. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Those are not our values. We need to strengthen the Canada Pension Plan to give people a fair shot at a decent living when they retire. And we're not the only ones saying this. Experts agree. Other provinces agree. In the past, even Ottawa has agreed. But today, the Harper Conservatives are standing in the way. They are the problem. So I say to Stephen Harper quite directly, if you won't lead the way, then get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's right. Get out of the way. Move away. That's right. Get out of the way. That's right. Exactly right. Move out. Move along. Because Ontarians deserve better. It's only fair, and that's what leadership is. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Donc, Stephen Harper, si tu ne veux pas ouvrir la voie, alors libère-la. Parce que les Ontariens méritent mieux que ça. C'est ça, le leadership. Oui, c'est ça. So I ask all of you in this room to rally by my side. If Harper refuses to do the right thing, to do the smart thing, then we, Ontario Liberals, will do the right thing. We will. We will do that. We will find a way to bolster public pensions to give today's working people some peace of mind tomorrow. I am determined. I'm determined when it comes to increasing opportunity and improving security. And I'm determined when it comes to expanding job creation to create a stronger economy and a fair society. They are completely connected. Fair society, strong economy go together. They're not separate things. They are not separate things. That's right. They are not. Thank you. And I know that that's what you believe. And I know that that's why you are here. So we have a 6-point plan to meet our goals, to create good jobs and to create that sustainable growth. It's a practical plan. It's a realistic plan. It's one that focuses on talent and skills, on Ontario's key industries, on our unprecedented infrastructure investment, and on our youth job strategy. It focuses on our small businesses and a sensible approach to balancing the budget. And best of all, it's a plan that's already working. Unemployment is down. Consumer confidence and economic growth are up. And job creation is on the rise. We've got things moving, just moving in the right direction, but we cannot take that movement for granted. The plain truth is that government matters, particularly at a time like this. It matters who makes the decisions about our economic future. Their plan matters. Their team matters. I love the size of this team, I got to tell you. It's just fantastic. That's right. So the team matters. The people who are part of that team matter, and their values matter. And that's why it's so important to put our plans and our values side by side, to measure the plans that are being put forward, or the lack of plans that are being put forward, and to measure the comparison one to the other. You all know, I know so many of you in this room, and you know that I am committed to a positive and constructive way of doing politics. But I invite comparisons. I welcome that scrutiny. I've got the plan, we've got the plan, and we've got the team. And our values are the values that Ontarians share. So compare that to the alternatives, to the Conservatives and to the NDP. One wants a war on labor, and the other believes that business is the enemy. Neither has a practical plan to keep Ontario moving forward. Neither shares our laser focus on helping middle-class families and individuals. Tim Hudak's plan can be summed up in 3 simple words: cut, cut, and cut. That's it. He would cut investments, he would cut pensions, he would cut jobs and cut growth. And he would cut Ontario's economic recovery off at the knees. Tim Hudak might think that we can cut our way to prosperity. I happen to think he's wrong. Tim Hudak might think we can strengthen our economy by weakening workers' rights. I happen to think he is wrong. Wrong. That's right. also happen to think that we've seen this movie before. It was a slasher film from the 1990s starring a guy named Mike Harris. That's right. And the last thing that Ontario needs is a sequel. We do not need that. As a matter of fact, Tim Hudak and I both got our start in politics thanks to Mike Harris. Tim ran provincially to help support his far-right agenda, and I got involved at the local level to fight everything he stood for. That's right. Absolutely everything. That's right. That's right. Still fighting. I will keep fighting because we are not going to let Ontario be dragged backward by Tim Hudak. There is no way we're going to let that happen again, not on my watch and not on yours. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. That's right. I also believe it would be a mistake to place Ontario's economic recovery in the hands of the NDP. The NDP, who are suspicious of business, untested in governing, and who openly refuse to articulate their plan for the province. These days, the NDP doesn't even make sense to the NDP. So they took months to make up their mind on the minimum wage, something that helps the lowest paid workers in the province, and then they still couldn't come up with a coherent plan. They're against transit, which is beyond understanding, beyond comprehension, and they won't even take a stand on our fight for better pensions. And when it comes to the economy, they're missing in action. En ce moment, l'MPD ne fait aucun sens pour personne, y compris les partisans du MPD. Quand il s'agit de l'économie, on peut compter sur son absence. Tim Hudak ferait des coupures dans les investissements, des coupures dans les retraites, des coupures dans les emplois, des coupures dans la croissance. Il couperait le seul engagement de Tim Hudak envers la communauté franco-ontarienne est de couper les services en français. Non, merci. Non, merci. No, merci. No, merci. If there is an election held this year, no one will need to ask what it's about. It will be a choice between my safe hands and their reckless schemes, between the Ontario Liberal Party's plan for steady balance and solid progress and the opposition's plan for risky, reckless detours that would steer us away from economic recovery and away from the fundamental project of helping our people. The budget this spring will be about these choices. And when the time comes, that's what the next election will be about. That's right. That's right. I can see Ontario getting stronger, and you know I have been to every corner of the province. I can see the difference that we're making and the changes we're championing. Our economy is growing stronger, confidence is returning, opportunity is rising, and security is increasing. We've got a lot more to do, but with safe hands and a steady balance, this province will keep moving forward. We're making progress, but the job is far from done. This isn't about politics, it's about people. We cannot stop until the factory worker in St. Thomas is successful in securing new skills and higher wages. Until that single mom in Ajax is able to make enough to help her daughter through community college. Until that young graduate in North Bay has what she needs to turn her good idea into a great small business. We cannot stop, and we will not stop, until that farmer in Renfrew with a great local food plan can actually get his food to our table. That's right. That's right. Exactly. That's right. And that couple in Kenora planning their retirement has the peace of mind that only a real pension can provide. We Liberals know something the opposition, and Tim Hudak in particular, often forget. Politics is not a game. Government can and must make a positive difference in people's lives. That's what we're doing. That is what we will continue to do as long as I am Premier. That's right. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So that is why the budget that we present must pass. And if it doesn't, then we must. And I am determined that we will win the election. We will win that election. All of you. Exactly. We will do that. Exactly right. I have such optimism about our future. I believe in Ontario. I believe in our approach, and I believe in this plan, and I believe in our people. I know Ontario is up to the challenge. I know that you are up to the challenge. And I just want you to know that I am up to the challenge. Thank you so much. Merci, Miigwech. Thank you.